Storyside presents The Angel Tiger and Other Stories, narrated by Akie Kotabe and Millicent Wong. Croissant. All Elaine had the night before was a Caesar salad and a glass of Chardonnay in the hotel bar. Now she'd been up since 5, stuck with an incomprehensible and talkative taxi driver all the way to the airport. After passport control, she started down the concourse that stretched away in an endless curve. Boarding for her flight would commence in 90 minutes, time enough to find some breakfast. She was dying for something. There were fast food places here, but she couldn't bear the smell of donuts or dim sum this early. But a croissant? God, yes. She could hardly remember the last time she'd had one. Ages. Beyond a row of duty-free stores, she left the tiled straight of the concourse for the Rio Coffee Company. She waited in the queue, inspecting the pastries in the cold cabinet, then asked for a croissant. The girl behind the counter tilted her head. A what? A croissant. I'm sorry, the girl said. I don't think we have that item. We've got chocolatey jaffles, 5 flavors of cream cheese bagels, and 2 kinds of muff nuts. Elaine stooped to confront the muff nuts behind the glass. They were, she was sure, made of styrofoam drizzled with wax. A moving walkway carried her towards the hazy blue reaches of the terminal, through shafts of sunlight that were purely aesthetic. The next cafe she came to looked as if it were modeled on Anne Hathaway's cottage. A girl in a lace apron squinted when she heard what Elaine wanted. I'm sorry, ma'am, what was it? Croissant? Croissant? Crescent roll? The girl cringed. Maybe it's something that's been discontinued? Elaine checked her watch and turned to find her flight on one of the departure screens. Under status, nothing had changed. Green light flickered from beneath the walkway as if there were a discotheque on a lower floor. She still couldn't see the end of the terminal's curve, lined with potted palms beneath a cocoon of glass. At this angle, the walkway could go on turning for kilometers, the music increasing and decreasing in volume as she went from one speaker to the next. The terminal emptied the further she went, the screens at the gates showing flights that weren't leaving until that evening. She passed more duty-free stores, smoking cubicles, water fountains, a glass display case full of seahorses, pangolins, and an entire sun bear, and then, in the waiting area to one side of gate A21, at least 24 people in white robes, curled on the benches and stretched out on the floor, asleep. She stared at them as she passed. They all had the same tags on their carry-on luggage, and a matching green sticker on their chests. Pilgrims. Their flight would leave in 9 hours. Not one of them stirred. She wondered how long they must have been traveling to sleep so soundly. She both envied their ability to slumber on a hard floor and disdained their proprietary colonizing of the gate. And there was something annoying about their feet. All of them had taken off their sandals before lying down, and it was as if their toes and pale soles were disconnected from the rest of their bodies, like clusters of fungi on a forest floor, crimped and wrinkled and lobed. She couldn't think of the last time her feet had been bare in a public place. God, she thought, what a perfect business case. Customers but no tangible product, no quantifiable KPIs, radical intergenerational brand fidelity. In what exactly did she believe with that kind of devotion? Wherever would she herself go on a pilgrimage? The fervency itself was embarrassing. Why would you reveal yourself in that way? She spotted blue, white, and red ahead, and 2 words coming into focus on a signboard. Boulangerie Paris. She actually sighed. There was a couple seated here, but no one queued up at the counter. A man in a black bear.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?